因为它是 bonus 啊，你就不做，去做其他事，那就很可惜。那假如说你真的没办法，那趁这个机会，老师还在这个地方的时候，你一些过往一些 assignment， 如果说有一些 problem， 有些 confusion 的地方，你可以举个手啊。那变成是老师跟同学之间比较，因为过往大概我们因为做的 application 是比较复杂，坦白讲比较复杂啊。然后大概都是老师带这个 lab， 那大家 follow， 那可能没有太多时间给大家反刍。那假如说 in case 是过往这些 lab 这些或者 assignment 有些技术上问题，你可以举个手，我去帮你再看一下，或者说哪些东西没有认清楚，你可以上来都可以啊。好吧，那我们就开始吧啊。所以 good luck。那有任何问题需要协助就跟我讲哈。有些东西有可能也许稍后可能下节课的时候，老师再跟大家讲一下，你可以录音，好，可以 print 到这个哈。你如果是看我们上次的那个assignment这边有一个 print preview。Print. So you can print the full body image from your computer, from your printer. Okay, so actually, well, that is very easy anyway. You can, what do you need? Probably just some user interface object. That's it, and because you have draw function right there, so you can easily print out your figure. From your printers about this image over there, full body image. So probably. In the next hours, I will show you how to do that. 好，那我们开始吧啊。那你们可以讨论，不要讲到同学之间，但是不要这个规定，老师会自己看哈，就是不要定写的东西，不要从别人东西 copy 过来，没太大意义啊。老师要知道看到是说你真的是 carry on on your own。通常不同的同学写同一个 project 绝对不会exactly相同哈，这个逻辑的顺序不会相同，你可能自己有命名的方式。可能自己的这些逻辑，那我希望大家真的是做你自己的，那你得到的 bonus 的 point 呢，也是比较那个 for real 的哈。Okay, so instruction right here. So intended to give you the at most 5 points. 不是说你做了就得到5分哈，老师要看看你做的完整度所以我最后分数是100 point 哈。我会跟他们问，好，那不准有 duplicate copy 的或是 clone 的 work is allowed. Alright, so 好，那大概这样就好了哈。OK. If you have another mechanism interested in you, feel free to do that. Okay. It should be a little bit complicated in the full body image. Okay. Full body image is the simplest one. If you are interested in some others, for example, what I have shown you before, right? If you can remember, there is a complicated mechanism. It is designed by Taylor Johnson. Let me show you if I still have it or not. Yeah, right here. Taylor Johnson. I think probably I cannot remember the nationality of this guy. He's an artist. You see, this is Taylor Johnson's mechanism. Again, just one degree of freedom. 我们讲说那个 mechanism 分析analysis 就是 one degree of freedom. So if you keep rotating, the point ratio is these two point. Okay. We call point of interest. So for this mechanism, you can design a robot, working robot, right? So that is a complicated mechanism. I cannot exactly remember. Probably it also consists. For this because they are symmetric part. For left-hand side, probably just 2 full-body English. I think it should be 2 full-body English combination there. But that's the computer one, and I think there's another kind of mechanism right here. Karma. It's kind of. I think you saw them somewhere. Probably there is kind of commercial product for this mechanism. Again, that is a 1 degree of freedom mechanism. So if we animate it, and what we like to have is again that trajectory. So raise your leg, and then hit the ground, move forward, lift your foot again. So another mechanism is karma. I think it's probably in your book. You should be able to see this mechanism. Okay. So mechanism analysis should be the, I think it is an important analysis for mechanical engineering students. Right? 好，那大家开始试做。那 again 好，刚才同学问说，是不是一定要刚才那个 quick return mechanism？ 不需要啊，但是绝对是要自己做哈，自己去 derive 它的那个 mechanism。像你也看，你也可以试玩这两个，那这个就更复杂啊 ，link 更多。你看它的那个 editable 的这个 link 那个 bar length 啊 ，probably maybe 12 or 13, I cannot exactly remember. 那 user should be able to modify because you are a designer, right? You are the mechanism designer. And probably you would like to move this position, right? So this kind of application will let the designer free to compose the mechanism in order to achieve a certain kind of, well, in this case, should be the trajectory or point of interest. 好，那没问题哈，你可以有自己的。那至少老师的那个这个 quick return mechanism 已经帮你分析哈，这 derivation 也是在这个地方，那应该是很容易 follow 好，那这个大概唯一的差别是这样。好，那加油好，那老师不希望，如果说你觉得说老师这个真的不感兴趣，那这叫你坐在这个地方读其他书，其实也不对，也不应该老是这样啊。那还是鼓励大家就至少你回忆一下。那因为 final week 也差不多，所以你可以先 study 一下有些有的没的哈，不管是那个讲义上的，所以有哪些问题的话，也可以趁这机会跟老师询问，或者助教可以协助你。那我是希望说哈，逐渐的你们要老师一步一步带大家过来。你们现在其实应该 program 适度的有一些。好，你会看到我们的那个老师的 courses 跟一般的 computer science 不太一样。computer science 理论上都是叫你写 function， 再去 solve 一些非常刁钻的就是 problem。但是我们真的是要开发一个 application， 好，还有我们的 daily life。那 engineering 的 daily life 可能就是 computing 啊，或者说 display and graphics display。那我希望说，透过这种教学方式，让你 get familiar with 这个 application 的一个风貌，啊，不是像我们20P课要解什么非常艰深的这种逻辑的这种问题。好，我们 daily life 的生活其实非常 practical， 尤其当你有这个 program 能力的时候，可以协助你学习哈 mechanics 啊或 mechanism， 或者将来的这个 machine design 这些东西都可以啊。尤其像有些财力啦，还有一些像一些计算啊，那个 engineer 的这 calculation， 那事实上我们都可以用 application 啊，用我们开发自己的程式来完成它啊。好吧，那开始哈，让大家尽量哈。那如果说过程有什么 question， 可以随时举个手。老师会助教协助你啊，过去。好。Now you can discuss which is other, but I mean, please lower down your voice, okay? So 你们同学们可以交谈哈，可以讨论，但是一定要自己做哈。我们有时候会跟研究生讲，尤其研究生我们很 care， 就说你的讨论是 freehand 啊 ，no cell phone, no camera, no everything。那到讨论室大概就是黑板画一画，脑筋了解了啊，再回去自己做自己的 coding 啊。那绝对不要这样 cut and copy， 一点意义也没。好，那我们 discussion 就是说 share 不同的 comment， 那同人可能有同一个问题要solve， 那可能有不同的做法。那讨论出来的时候，你可能两大一兄回去该怎么做，那就do it on your own 啊。OK。To teach you how to add print functionality for your application. Okay, this is a student. Well, I don't know whether he is presented or not. 好，我广播一下好了。这同学在吗？好，不错啊，非常天才啊！等一下我们再看看他的 work。稍后一下我广播一下哈。不错啊，他有自己的 icon 啊，这是一个the work of one student. Okay, so we can animate, right? We can play around. So I guess he tried to find out the velocity vector, right, for this joint. And that's the point of interest. He used an arrow to represent the velocity direction. Right, it's interesting. So he has added some charting to analyze the, I think that should be the work rate somehow. Fine. Okay, interesting. Suppose right now we have to print out our mechanism and print it out from our printer. How can we do that? Okay, so we prepare kind of with有广播吧？没有哈，我再重新广播一下。Okay, suppose this is your form, right? So usually if you want to provide a print functionality for the user, usually we will prepare a button. So the easiest way should be a so-called tool strip as I mentioned before. So carefully drag this control. Well, it's not good at all. Okay, depending on your layout. Okay, so let me modify a little bit. These students only use, I think why they are split. I don't need a split right here. So as you can see, main phone is the biggest container, right? So right now we have a panel one dock to the top. You see there is a dock switching to the phone, to our main phone. So if I tear it down, I mean I set the dock into none. So then I can move this panel down a little bit. And then I like to add a tool strip to this phone. So by default, tool strip always stuck in the container where you drag it in to the top. 你把它拖到这边就这个 tool strip 就是 in the top of this container. If I delete it, if I drag a tool strip within this panel, you see it stuck to this the top of this panel 所以记得它有一个 container， 有一个那个 parent 的一个那个 control host your control， so you need to know the relationship. It's not what I like, so I drag a tool strip to this main phone, and then after that I dock the panel because I prefer these students prefer dock this panel in the top, so then I specially dock to the top. Sometimes it is in front of, this one is in front of this guy, right? Because we added this control before. So how can you change the order? Well, click on this guy and then move up, down. It's kind of order, okay? So in that case, both control has stuck to the top of our phone. Alright, so we have a tool strip ready, and then we can add a tool button on this tool strip. 好，所以我们通常在这个地方加一个 button. Suppose I add a button, and then if you prefer, you can set a large type of the image. So by default, it's tiny, right? Probably the pixel should be 16 by 16. If you like to enlarge it, you can set size right here. And I think maybe I change it into 36. No way. Well, I think it's another property set inside here. Size. Oh, okay. What I selected is button. I need to click on this tool strip because the height is 25, so I may change to 36. Well, no, not this one. Here. Image scaling size, because by default it has been shrinked into 16 by 16. It's very tiny, but if you like to enlarge it, you can change it. So usually we might change it to 32 to 32 by typing a string, or otherwise you can unfold it and set the width and height for it. So once you set the image scale, and then I can enlarge the height of this tool strip. So I'm changing to 36. Alright, so the image is larger than what you have. So I will prepare a print button, right? So I might name it tool strip button print. Oops. So this control is simply serves as a user interface with your user, right? Okay, so and I also like to show a text because right now I did not use a meaningful image for this button, right? So I had better maybe type print. But by default, the text is not shown up, right? So as I remember, I have told you should set a property called display style. Not display style. This guy. Display style, yeah. By the way, it's just show image, but right now we prefer image and text. Okay, so I need to change the text print. All right, so I have a button ready for us to use. So how can you print your full-bar language? Remember that, as you can remember, in our pen event, right? If you want to show your full-bar language right here, we subscribe pen event. In the pen event, we call this control draw. Verbs enable. Well, it's complicated. Okay, what is this one? Where is your full-bar language?好，那个稍微比较，因为它用的方式哈，the work done by the student is controllers. What is the controllers? Here is it. The definition. All right, so we kind of name these controllers. Actually, it's our full-bar language. Fine. All right, so controllers. I mean, normally in your work, that is a variable name. Maybe you call the linkage. Here, wow, it's interesting. There is linkage right here. 那到底是 linkage 或 bar linkage？ 你画图是哪一个在画？好，所以 controller 有一个 draw function 嘛，哈，再见。我要确定哈，in normally, I mean, in your case, you should have your full-bar language. Your full-bar language have a draw function there. So, for this student, it kind of he create a class called controllers. Then he trace it. Go to definition right here, and I want to make sure this class, this object do have a draw function. Okay, fine. Draw function here. It's graph G cop vector. It's kind of not normal at all. So forget about that. Okay. 好吧，本来老师想要 demo 给他看哈，我试试看哈。Okay, so here, all right. Okay, so button is ready for us to interact with the user. Then what you need is what? Let us explore the control in the toolbox. As you can see, there is a category called printing. There's a category for printing, right? And for that, at least you need to have a document, print document. 好，抓一个 print document into your form. Nothing will be shown up because it is not a visualized component or object. So print document 1, right here, print document 1. All right, so we click on it, and then we need to do what? Print document. You can think of that document just like a panel, right? Print document, we try to print something on the printer. Actually, we print something on a paper, right? On a paper printed out on the printer. So print document is the place you like to draw or print or write some character on it. So it is similar to a panel, right? It's quite similar to a panel. So once you click on the print document 1, well, as you can see from the event list, there is a print pages event, print pages. So once this print document is about to be printed from your printer, the printer will invoke this function, print pages. All right, you subscribe it, double click it. So the whole idea is that you need to add a print document into your application, and then you subscribe the print pages event. If you look into the print pages event, it's quite similar to your panel pen event. You see, but it's a little bit different. It's called a print page argument right here. All right, so it is about the time we invoke the draw function. So the draw function, let me trace it. So in this case, our panel, right? The panel of this student pen event right here. So remember that we have graphics object ready in pen event, right? So that is what we have before. We do the animation, we do the visual graphics display right there, right? So we have, for this student, he needed to invoke this controller, that draw. For you, probably you just invoke the linkage draw. So I kind of copy this function to this print page event handling function. All right, so that is his method. Okay, he tried to draw something. So we need to provide a graphics object. So where is the graphic object? Well, start from the print document. There is a graphics. See, there is a graphic there. And I don't know where is panel graphics timer. I think the rest of the argument is purely designed by this student. That is his way. What do you want me to do? It probably normally your the linkage, right? In your case, you simply invoke the linkage that draw bar or draw bar. That's used in your function, right? You need to supply a graphics, right? In order to draw it on your panel, and also the bounding rectangle. Similarly, for the printed document, it do have this kind of graphics. You look at that. It do have not clip rectangle. Instead, a print document has a rectangle called page rectangle. Page bounds. It's the rectangle of that document which will be printed out. Okay, so that is the function you need to use. Linkage dot draw for draw bar. Put this graphics for the first argument, and then dot page bound for it. All right, so we have so that is your case, okay? And this one is for the case of these students. So we have a print document ready, right? So up to this point, we introduce a print document, and also we subscribe the print page event, and then we simply call that function, draw function. So this print document is ready. Then it is about the time we add a print dialog. So there is a print dialog in the toolbox. 这是列印的对话啊 ，drag in. Again, that is not visualized. So we have print dialog ready. I like to change the name because we need to programmatically invoke it. So click on this print dialog one, and then I might call it DLG print. So before we invoke it, we need to set certain kind of property. You see, there is document property there. Alright, so right now since we have print document one ready, right? So this print document will print out the graphics we have specified, right? Since we have subscribed a print page print event and telling the printer that new printer needs to draw the 4 image for us. So this print document is ready. Then we assign this document to the print dialog. 这边有一个这 print dialog 里面有一个 document. So click on it, select it, print document one. Alright, so probably you will have your own name, but just select it. That would be enough. So similarly, you can explore some property of this print dialog. To make it much more meaningful. For example, tag, I think allow modify print file, show help. Yeah, show help. If we turn it on, show network true. All right, so probably it's okay right now. So we have print dialog ready, and this print dialog is connected with this print document. And since we have subscribed the print event, so printer is ready for us to print our full body image on that printer. All right, so then we subscribe the quick event or this button, right? So print. Once you click on this print, click right here. So we simply pop out dialog. So DLG print, right? Show dialog, similar to the file reading, right? File open, right? That's it. So that is the whole idea, how you print your full body image. So dialog, show dialog, that's it. All right, so let us take a look. So right now we have full body image draw on this panel, right? And then behind this application we have document ready. So once we click on it, print dialog will show up. Okay, so we do not have print preview, right? So we probably should have print preview first. So you select a printer, but all right, so we do not have a print preview ready. So if we type it, can we OneNote PDF Microsoft Printer to PDF print? So because we do not have a physical printer ready, so I select it. Nothing came out. Printer to PDF. I think this is not the correct one, right? Otherwise, it will let us specify the file name, right? Okay, never mind. But because we like to see the content that about to be printed, so again, let us go back to our design. So instead of print, we prepare another button. Well, actually, let me delete it. Let me delete this button and then make this one copy this one, pass it back. So the property should be the same. So I might call it BTN preview. Print preview. Okay, so I subscribe text print preview. So I kind of prepare two buttons. One is preview, the other is print. So for print preview, I subscribe the quick event right here. So let's go back to our design phase. We need to drag in another dialog. You see, from printing category, you can see in addition to the print dialog, we have a print preview dialog. Print preview dialog. So drag that preview dialog in. And again, similarly, I'd like to change the name DLG preview. As you can see, within this dialog, there is a document property similar to the print dialog, right? So this time I need to specify the print document one. So either the print dialog or print preview dialog, they are targeting to the same document, print document right here. So within this preview, what I need is just DLG preview show dialog. Because I cannot print it out, because we do not have a physical printer here. So I like to show you where actually it can print. So I like to show you what will be printed out in this preview dialog. Okay, so if we click on print preview, as you can see, that is the preview. All the pages about to be printed. Okay, so if I have a physical printer, I print it out because I do not have, because this interface just internet. So all the contents, your full body language should be shown up right here. So Once you hit the print button, then that will be print out from your computer. 好，所以我们不要小看我们 draw function draw function 其实就是在描述你的 content 内容。那个 target 呢either way 是一个 panel 或者是一个 printer， 那就利用到 printer 去，所以我们这个叫 virtual 的 device 好吧，那这是有关于那个 printer 部分有没有其他的 question？ Right? So the whole idea is that you have a draw function ready. You have a draw function ready. 好，那 suppose 如果说the whole idea is that you need to prepare a document, and you need to subscribe print pages event. Print page event is quite similar to the panel event, right? Because the parameter has stored the graphics right here. We have this graphics ready, and we also has page bound. For the pages, for the hard copy printing, the resolution is much higher than the screen, than the panel. Right? 好吧，那这个是老师要补充的，你可以加看那你家里有 printer， 你会列印出来，你的副班你会列印出来，瓜子列印出来。好吧，那个这个是大概有没有其他问题？有其他问题，我再看一下好吧，那你就继续那个你的 project 这是老师额外添加，那你要找一个比较好的 icon 一个 printer icon， 增加一些功能进来那同样 similar 这个 chart 也有它的画图的功能这个 chart 也有 print out 的这个列印的功能，我们稍微看一下I think I should let you know the chart do have a print out and save functionality. I mean, especially probably you need to dump the graphics for report, right? So the name is chart 1. So let us go to our any function chart 1, right? If you check export chart 1 dot check out the functionality provided by this chart functionality, just function only. You can see there is a save image, and I guess that should be the way you save the figure, save the chart into either way bitmap file or vector file. It can be done. Save image. So you need special name, file name. So usually if you want to save into a file name, you should have a file save dialog pop up first, and then ask the user special the name for the file, and then you invoke this save image. Just put the image path there, so that will save as a file 所以这些图档这些东西不要小看它这个东西其实都可以列印出来可以 copy 可以列印。那同样我们所有的customer 所有的 content can be printed out from your printer that is why I'm going to let you know. Alright, so that's it. 那我们继续那个做你们专栏Probably some student has forgot how to use the chart. So if you like, if you know how to do it, you can keep doing your project. Otherwise, you can follow me on this. I will show you how to do that again. Suppose right now in your form, we cannot add a chart first, right? Chart is not shown up in this category or Windows form. Actually, it's located within this category, data. So under the data, we have chart. Drag one chart in. By default, the Visual Studio has added a chart area for you, right? And also add a series for you. So if you look into the property grid right here, the chart currently, if you explore the attribute, you will see Visual Studio has added chart areas for you. This is chart area. You can keep add second one, third chart area, fourth area. Obviously. So right now we have 4 chart area. But this is not our cases, right? So feel easy to want to try that. Remove it. So we remove first one. So everything has been specified within this chart area 1. Okay. Including axis. Axis is Y. Okay. But series is managed by another property here. Within this chart, there is a series special there. So by default, we just did add a create chart area for you, and then also add a series. You see this series 1 for you by default. If you don't want to use it, you can remove it. Simply remove it. Nothing will show up, right? Or otherwise, if you want to add a 2 line, just add a 2 line. By default, a series, the chart type is column, 直方图 column. And then, if you like to change both of them, you can select both of them by hitting the Control key. 选一个，这样，那 press on Control key, you can make a multiple selection. So, the property shown up right here is the comma property for the selected object. So, we can change we can set the chart type once for all. Okay, so individually, you can set the color, right? You can set, I prefer alphabetical order, so I can set the color. So I set the blue one, set the second color to the green one. So usually, okay. So that's it. And not just the chart area and series. This should also add a so-called what? Legend. You see, if you navigate to the legends collection right here, we have a legend specified. If you remove it, legend will be gone. Alright, so if you add it, legend will show up. And then you can also specify the location, whether it should be in the bottom or in the top, in the left and right. By the way, it's located in the right top. Alright, so how about the x-axis title and the y title? We need to specify that, right? So all those things, all those x-axis are located and actually lies in the embedded object of the chart area 1. So we need to carefully go back to the chart area right here. Alright, look, explore, dig into the chart area. You see, chart area 1, alphabetical order, you can see there is an x-axis collection. So normally, by default, as you can see, there are 4 axes: x-axis, y-axis, secondary x-axis, secondary the y-axis, right? So what that means? So by default, x-axis is right here. The other axis should be in the top. That means secondary x-axis. By default, the axis y is the left axis, vertical axis. Axis y secondary should be in the right hand. So in the demo application, I kind of use both of them, right? Not just the axis y, I also axis y secondary, I use it. So in that case, then we need to specify. So again, chart area 1, x-axis correction. Axis. So usually we should put a title there, right? Special title. So that means axis. Okay, title or probably text title, right? Angle. Or probably time. It's up to you, okay? So angle exact will be right. And then how about the y? If y is position, then you should just position. Slider. And it's about the time we enable the secondary y. See, secondary y is right here. And I think is there enable property auto, right? So auto, once a series subscribe it, and it will return enable. But right now we force it to be true, right? Secondary true. And also we like to specify the title. You might call it velocity. Okay. And how about the grid? See, so right now we have both y-axis ready, but you need to specify the y-axis for series 1 and series 2. If series 1, well, let us go back to the series again. So we return to the series correction. Suppose series 1 is for position, right? Suppose series 1 is position. And then we should specify the label or name. I think this should be a name property. Cannot remember. Do I have a name? Yeah, the series 1 name. So I call velocity. And similarly, for the series 2, I call it, oh, excuse me, the first one should be position. Sorry about that. Position, series 2 called velocity. Okay, so you can see position velocity. But because for the y-axis, we need to set the velocity series using the y secondary axis to display the line, right? So we need to go back to the series again. This guy. Normally, and by default, each series will use primarily y-axis, right? So we need to set it. So you can see axis. You see x axis type, y axis type. So since velocity and the position share the same axis, right? So that should be the primary. But y axis I should use secondary. So set it secondary. So in that case, for the green line, the scale of y should follow the right hand side. Alright, so probably we want to make sure everything is okay. So in that case, we specify a property of the grid. You see, you can always feel free to come back to many set the property chart area. Chart area. Okay, we go back to the chart areas again, and then navigate it to what? Suppose right now the y-axis. So we go to the y-axis. Excuse me. Y-axis. We should kind of set the color. Do I have a color property? No. This is color. Line. Oh, okay, we have a light color. That was black. I like to change it into the dark green because the first one should be the position. Right? So that's green. How about the Y secondary? Y secondary. I change into the red one. Maybe maroon, dark red. So you see, make this axis and coordinate the color series will coordinate with the well, okay. I made a mistake, right? I made a mistake. Yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry about that. So change it back. Y-axis should be in maroon. Instead, secondary should be in dark green. 好，这个颜色只是让它更区别开，好，这没什么，就是那效果大。就是说，绿色的抓绿色的，来，那 velocity， 那这是 position， 啊，就是这样。那甚至包含什么？包含你看再进来 check grid， 你如果说要做的比较好哈 ，check areas one。So for the alphabetic order y-axis, there is another property called major grid. So I like to change the color too. I kind of change the color into pink. For this guy, why change that into light green? Maybe lighter. Okay, it will visual effect will be looking like this one. How about the x-axis? You see, x-axis is also does not show good, right? So check area 2, check area 1, alphabetic order, x-axis, x-axis, major grid. Major grid. And for the color, make it light gray. Okay, make it visualize much more beautiful than before, right? So that's up to you. I mean, you just keep explore the property you can set. You can build up a very beautiful image charting. All right, so that's all right. So and then how can we do that? How can we add a point? So right now, if I have let me add a point, add a button, try to animate it. Okay, so we have a button right here. So suppose we have timer, right? Timer will keep ticking, and then we will add a point. So if you want to add a point, so right now I'm because each time you just add a point, it's simple. I mean, you need to find a place. I mean, to add a point, to add a velocity, add a current position in each. I think that should be in where? In your timer, right? Let me check about the timer one tick. Timer one tick. We have a new angle, right? So we have a new position. So you need to figure out how can you do that, okay, by yourself. Now I'm going to show you just how can you add a point to this line. So initially, I mean, okay, never mind. I just quickly show how can you add a point. So CSharp right now I have not just chart one. And you need to know the name exactly. So this guy actually is chart 2. I have better change it. Call it chart 10. Okay, so means temporary. So in that case, so in order to get the series, what we need to do is just access the chart. So chart 10 series is a correction. 0 is 1. Right? There's a points correction. Add. Either way, if you have x, then add x. Otherwise, you just add y would be enough. So by default, the system will prepare x for you. So x will be increasing. But if you are serious, you should maybe add xy, right? And you have angle, right? Theta angle, right? In terms of because y x-axis is angle value, right? Because right now I do not have an angle, so probably never mind if I have angle. So angle wise is growth. I call it ANG, okay, 0.0. So I draw each time, I click on angle, and then how about y value? So I just make math sine ANG plus sine 0.5. Okay, it's not your case, all right? You need to carefully, I mean, show the position, and for the velocity, you simply subscribe it. And probably what you need, similarly, what you need, you might have last angle. So right here, because I want to show you an animation, so I kind of ANG plus equal 0.01 somehow. And before that, I put a last angle. Last angle equal angle. Right? So last angle is 0. Angle is right here. So that is for the position, right? And then, for example, you like to add a velocity 1. And the velocity should be what? Should be angle minus 1, excuse me, not this one. This is the position. Okay, this is the position. I'm sorry about that. So I better prepare last position. So what I'm doing is nonsense, okay? It's not your cases. What I like to show you just the cases, okay? 我的那个 current position 用算函式产生 current position， 所以我们画出 current position。那 last position 是0啊。那 velocity 呢就变成是那个 current position minus last position。啊，这是最阳春，我没有真正的算它这个 exact 的这个 velocity because we do not have time available, right? We have just set a variable. But the time, the delta time usually measure that from your interval setting or your timer. 你是因为 timer 时间到一个间隔时间才移动一个位置，所以你真的要精算它的速度，要从这边换算过来哈。我这边只是急就这样再说给大家看啊，说一个 velocity。So we have current position, so we have a last position variable current position. Now angle keep editing, angle F, right? So once I click the button, I add a point, right? Once I add it, I add a point somehow. So right now, I just want to simulate a dynamic point editing for you. So hit the runner, I have 1 point, hit another 1 point, another 1 point. Sign 为什么没有变更 ？Interesting. 好 ，something wrong back here. Maybe it's too small, right? I don't know. So angle keep adding it. So current position edit. Sign. Editing. Click on it. Edit. Last position. Last position. I don't know what it's. Look weird. Oh, okay. I forget it. I need to add. Oh, okay. X, Y. Angle. Y. Current position. Sign. Angle. Define. Interesting. 好吧，大概这样哈，就是说加点，你再回去看一下以前我们做过的范例哈，应该可以比较。这个变直线就很奇怪哈，有下来了哈，上有下来。那 velocity wise something OK 可能太小哈，我让它跑大一点。如果说我让它变成 0.6 I think sign is working, OK。所以你这样来就是每一个 image 就加一个点，加一个点，加一个点进去。好 ，OK， so it's running right now, OK。So if you have timer, I'm just keep adding this point, so you will see this kind of peak coming out. 好 ，OK， 大概这样哈。好吧，我们先到这边哈。那 do your best 啊，那你有脚教老师会仔细看哈。那做的最好就我最多5分而已啊。但是呢，鼓励大家哈，这个从头到尾自己这样做哈。那我们有同样的 project， 那 carry on 应该是会比较有成就哈。好，那我回去会把那个 final 哈 ，I will put the final exam or last few years in CSharp so that you studied a little bit 啊。好，那 I think in the next week we should finish the video viewing. So that should be the end of topic 9, right? So probably we will have a quiz for the next week. 好，我们下个礼拜可能会把第9章要看完，所以有一个简单的 quiz 让大家再做做看。好吧，我们先到这边。好 ，OK， 谢谢。那如果说有问题可以留下来。